everybody, I am back with another makeup haul video for you. I have gone makeup crazy over the last 2 months. I guess that's what happens when you feel like crap. You want to buy stuff that's gonna make you feel better, or make you look prettier, I guess. So anyway, today's makeup haul is just gonna be kind of a general, high-end makeup haul. This is just a bunch of bits and bobs that I've picked up over the last 2 months. I got them all here in my little Sephora box, and I'll just show you guys. So let's get right to it. I'm going to start with two of my favorite things that I have in this haul so far, and the first one is this. This is the Cheekathon by Benefit. Kick Up Your Cheeks Blush Kit. Pick Up Your Cheeks Blush Kit. And the packaging, so gorgeous. First I want to say I love the Benefit Hoola Bronzer, which this comes with another one as well. Now this whole thing came to, I think it was about 70 or 75 bucks, which sounds like a lot, but it actually was a very good deal because, whoa, just about dropped it, because I had been wanting to get like Rocketeer, Dallas, Coralista, and Dandelion. Like all of those colors were like gorgeous blushes that I had been looking at, but I couldn't bring myself to buy because Benefit blushes are around, I think it's around the $36 mark, I think. Don't quote me on that. But so if you were to get like paying $36 for each, obviously paying $75 for the whole kit is going to be a whole lot cheaper. And my Hoola Benefit bronzer has hit pan, so I was gonna have to get a new one anyway. So you open it up, it's got a big mirror here, and it comes with this little pamphlet that shows you how you can apply the blush and bronzer. And then the good part, there is the palette. It is so pretty. And yes, it comes with a plastic cover with the names on it, but they also have the names underneath each thing. So we've got the Rocketeer, the Hoola Bronzer, the Dandelion Blush, the Dallas Blush, and the Coralista Blush. So far, my favorite Hoola Bronzer has always been my favorite, but I have used the Coralista, and that is beautiful. I really like this pink tone, and I can't wait to try out the Dallas and the Rocketeer blushes. So actually the Dallas looks kind of like a bronzer blushish type thing. I kind of wish that they didn't give the brush and they would just put in another one of these in here, because I never use these brushes and I just don't see how, I don't know, I don't like that style of brush to put on blush or bronzer. So yeah, but other than that, this palette is just so pretty, and I'm so excited that they came out with something like this, so I didn't have to go out and buy each one individually. The only downside is that if you're traveling and you wanted to bring one of these, you can't. You'd have to bring the whole palette, and that can be annoying, but I can live with that negative. The next exciting thing that I bought was this Gwen Stefani by Urban Decay, or it's an Urban Decay by Gwen Stefani. I said that backwards. This, guys, is just so pretty. I love it. We're gonna open it up. It says Urban Decay Gwen Stefani, and a big old mirror for ya, and then the blushes. I just think these blushes are beautiful. Each one of them has a bit, looks like, oh no, okay, sorry, these 5 have a shimmery tone to them, and then this one, it looks like more of a matte color. But so far, from just looking at them, I really like the top 3. Those look so pretty, and I cannot wait to try these. I have been waiting to try them until I got to show you guys. Up next, I got this Hourglass palette. This is the Ambient Lighting Powder. Ethereal Light. Ethereal. I'm probably saying that wrong. That's the color it's in. Ethereal Light. I like to say I am sorry. So it's got a mirror in there, and then the color is just like a translucent-y, like nudie white color, which I picked that color because I'm white, and I've been actually using this as a powder to powder my face after I put on my foundation, because I've just been looking for a powder that isn't cakey, and I find that this actually isn't all that cakey, And I don't know, maybe I could be wrong. I know that I think you can use these as like a highlighter, maybe if you use maybe a darker color that they have in their range, but I just use it for all over face pattern. It works pretty well and I like it. I apologize if the lighting kind of is off and goes darker or lighter. It's just that I'm using natural light and the clouds are kind of in and out. The next thing I picked up from Sephora is this Makeup Forever Professional Paris HD High Definition Powder. And I just picked this up because people have been saying this translucent powder was good. It's a micro finish powder. Yeah, so it's like almost a translucent powder as when it goes on. I think it's meant to, what people have been calling baking your face, which I'm not 100% sure what the purpose of that is. Maybe to get rid of oils or make your skin matte. I'm not 100% positive what the purpose of that is. I bought this by accident. Actually, I was looking for the compact one, like a similar, where'd it go? Similar to like the Hourglass, like a palette thing, and I wanted it to be like a solid thing. But I accidentally grabbed this one instead, didn't notice obviously until I got home, and it was a loose powder. But it works okay, but like I said, I'm not 100% sure if I'm using it right. I may have to Google or YouTube how to properly use this, but yeah, I'm testing out this. Next, I picked this one up from Shoppers Drug Mart. This is the Stila Perfectly Poreless Putty Perfector in the color Fair, and it comes with a little mirror and a sponge, which is very dirty, and then a little plastic covering so that the sponge doesn't sit right on top of the Putty Perfector stuff. And as you can see, I've hit pan on it already, or actually I don't, you'll see when it's the close-up. And it literally is, at first when it was explained to me, because I had talked to the lady there, I was looking for something to help cover up redness and acne basically. So I was looking for a foundation, and then she picked out this for me. And then I thought it was a foundation, so there was a time when I first got it where I was using it all over my face like foundation, which you can actually use this all over your face. Like, I'm not saying you can't do that, at least I don't think you are not supposed to do that, but that's what I was doing. And the thing is though, this is a little bit, I guess it was kind of drying on my skin, and my skin already gets very dry. So what I've been using it for now that I found a different foundation that works really well for me, I've been using this as to cover up redness. So for me, my cheeks get very, very, very red and pink when I get warm or when I'm doing my makeup. So what happens is, or if there's any other like acne scarring or acne that I can't cover up, like the redness, the leftover redness from acne, I'll use this. So I just take a little bit of this and I'll dab it on my cheeks, dab it on wherever my acne is. And then you just take a brush and you just kind of blend it into over top of your foundation. And this gives you basically a flawless coverage so that you are all around one color. And that way when you go to apply bronzer and then blush, it doesn't look weird, because for me, if I don't correct the redness on my cheeks, if I go to apply blush or bronzer, it just doesn't look as good because my cheeks are already naturally just, the whole cheek is just red already. This has been very helpful and I highly recommend this, the Stila Poreless Putty Perfector. Next is a foundation by Chanel. This is the Perfection Luminaire Velvet Smooth Effect Makeup. And this is probably my favorite foundation ever. I found this when I was watching a YouTuber. I cannot remember her name. I think it's something Stephanie. She's an Australian YouTuber / makeup artist. And she was talking about, because she used to have really bad acne and she still gets acne as well, but she uses this and she said that it's very hydrating, like it was just really good for the skin. And I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try. It is a little pricey, but totally worth it. Like, of all the pricey products, this is totally worth it. If you have oily to combination skin, even if you just have or dry skin or just across the spectrum, I think this would work for just about anyone, because it's not overly hydrating, but it's hydrating enough that it doesn't dry out your skin. It looks beautiful on. It's got a fairly decent coverage, like I think it's a medium to high coverage is what I think it is. It doesn't say on the bottle, but basically, like, if you start with a little, and then if you feel like you need more, then you can add more, and it's like the word buildable. It is buildable. The coverage is buildable. And honestly, what I do is whatever this doesn't cover up, I just go in with my concealer and cover the rest up with concealer, because that's what concealer's for. So I really like this. It's pretty long lasting, and I'm in the color 10 beige. They didn't have light, but that's okay, because this beige color is it looks almost more ivory toned than beige. No, it looks pretty beige, but it gives you kind of a hint of a tan look, like, so it's not overly tan, and it's not, I mean, because I'm fairly white, but it still matches my white skin tone fairly well. So like I said, I highly recommend this. It's a little pricey. I picked mine up from the Bay website. You probably can go into the Bay and pick it up as well, but I picked mine up from the Bay and it shipped here fairly quickly. This has been my go-to foundation anytime I put on my makeup, so I love this stuff so much. Up next is another Urban Decay product, and this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid Optical Blurring Illuminating. This, I thought I'd give it a go. It had really good reviews on Sephora when I was checking. I always check the reviews. If I can impart any makeup knowledge, when you're buying stuff off of Sephora, check the reviews on the products, because generally people are fairly honest and it gives you a good idea of if the product is actually good. But with this, I tried it once. I've tried it once. I have to like actually full on continually try it more than one day. And sorry, my cat is just making faces at me through my window there. But so far, I didn't notice a difference the first time I used it. It's very pigmented, very green pigmented. So you just need to use a little bit. I made the mistake of using a little too much, and I turned my face like totally green, and I was like, uh-oh. So I was like taking a little sponge and hardcore blending because my face was green, and I'm like, I don't know if that is totally what was supposed to happen, but sorry, my nose, every video right here, my nose gets itchy. But anyway, yeah, so I will let you guys know how well this works, and yeah, I'll get back to you on that. The last Urban Decay product I got was a concealer. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, Light Diffusing and Paraben Free Concealer, and this is in the color Fair Neutral. And this I just picked up because Zoella was always raving about how good it was, so I thought I'd give it a try. So far, it is pretty good. I probably would buy it again. I mean, it's nothing like super spectacular or anything, but I think it works very good as like an under eye concealer and occasional like really dark red spot. The only thing I find is when I do put it on my spots, it is a bit drying. Like, it's not as hydrating as I would like the concealer to be. So that is my only negative about it. Alright, now some Too Faced products. The first one I have is this blush and this blush. So I got two little blushes here. This came in a little pack you could get that was the 2 blushes and 2 bronzers from Too Faced. So these blushes, this one is the Love Hangover. So Too Faced Love Flush Love Hangover. It says long lasting 16-hour blush. And this one is the Too Faced Love Flush Justify My Love. I find these blushes are okay. I think you can get these ones in that long palette that was out. I know that was limited edition, so I don't know if it's still being sold. So if it is, go check it out. These aren't really my favorite blushes in the world. I wouldn't repurchase them. The colors are just kind of not me. I don't know. I'm not really sure. It's just, I think I just need to try them out more and match them better, but so far these aren't my favorite blushes in the world. But you guys might like them. Alright, so then for the Too Faced bronzers, they had the Too Faced Sun Bunny Natural Bronzer, and that's just a 2-toned bronzer. Also on this, not Sephora, the Too Faced website, you can actually get a whole palette of the bronzer stuff from Too Faced. So if you do like Too Faced bronzers, just go buy, you might as well just buy that whole palette so that you get a taste of like every single bronzer. I haven't actually used Sun Bunny, so when I do, I will let you know how I like it. And then the other bronzer I got was the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. This one is a very, I guess it's not very dark. It's kind of like the Hoola bronzer color. I haven't used this one either, so I will let you know how I like this bronzer as well. Alright, the last product from Too Faced is this chocolate bonbon palette. Now I know this is like very late, as this was like a Valentine's Day palette, and obviously I got it closer, I think in February, but I figured I better show you guys this so you can see. And I just think I love the Too Faced chocolate palettes. In fact, I love almost any Too Faced eyeshadow palette. I love their eyeshadows. They are beautiful, long lasting, and like these chocolate ones just smell so great. The colors in here are like, they kind of range from a bright pink here to the matte dark colors, and it's a mix of shimmery and nude colors here. So I've actually used this pink color. I used it, I can't remember what I used it for, but I did use it because I think it was a really nice pink color. Not much to say about this palette other than it's pretty. It really is. The last eyeshadow palette I have is the Smashbox Full Exposure palette, and it's just a little travel size palette. You can actually get, there's a full size one of this, but I just wanted the travel size, and I broke one of the eyeshadows in there because I dropped it, so be careful with that. This guy, I broke it. But I love this palette because it has all, like, got the 4 matte colors and then the 4 shimmery colors, and they're all like browns and then the one silver. So this palette is super duper handy when you're traveling. Like, I took this when we went to Vancouver, and it's just so easy because it's got all the colors that I normally like to use just in this teeny tiny palette. And the lasting power is fairly good, and they're easy to apply and very pigmented if you put it on properly. So I highly recommend this. You can get this off the Sephora website, I think, and it's just a good little travel palette to have. Alright, the last 2 things I have are the some Urban Decay lipsticks by Gwen Stefani. First off, packaging, so gorgeous. I love the black and gold stripes. This one is in the color Rock Steady. I tried these the other day, and they are gorgeous colors. They match my skin tone so well. I just look good in red, I think. Red lipsticks are really good. I like that they had the little Urban Decay logo on there. This is just a beautiful, dark, like blood red. Like, if you know what blood looks like, this is basically blood on your lips, and it's beautiful. So I love this, and I probably won't wear this one so much now, but come fall, winter, this will definitely be going on my lips more. And then the last lipstick I got from the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani line, this one is in the color Spiderweb. This is my favorite though between the two. It is such a beautiful red color, and it's just a classic red. And I don't know, I've got nothing but good things to say about this. I highly recommend these. And actually, these are on sale on the Sephora website, I think, still. Right now, they're on sale. And so is the blush palette that I got. So those are both on sale. So if you want these, go buy them right now while they're on sale before they run out. Alright, so that is all of the high-end makeup products that I have to show you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. And that's it. So I will see all you fine people next time. Bye.